Bullying is a slow and painful death. And probably someone you know right now is suffering in silence. Bullies and leaders, these are two things we choose to be. Why is this important to me? For 20 years, I was a victim of workplace bullying and harassment as a female officer in the RCMP. And having survived, I wanted to help other people not suffer in silence. I want to share the tools I created to survive, because remaining silent, I become part of the problem. At my first detachment, I dared to speak up against two officers who thought it was funny to refer to me as Beaver and other humiliating names regarding my body parts, female body parts, in the office, in public, and on the radio so other detachments could hear. First thing I did was remember what my parents said when kids are teasing you. Just ignore it and they'll stop and it'll go away. Well, it didn't. I tried that, and sadly, eventually people in the community were referring to me with those humiliating names. Second strategy was the direct approach. I went to each one and asked them to please stop calling me these names. They laughed, it continued. And doing that was terrifying because one of them was my direct supervisor. And as a result, he was in charge of my performance assessment. Third thing I did was follow the chain of command. I went to our boss, our detachment commander, our leader, and asked him to please tell them to stop calling me these names. He said, well, maybe you enjoy the attention. Basically, this could be any one of us. And if no one says anything, it escalates. Bullying can start out as teasing, and because no one says anything, the violence escalates. One night in December, I came to work and I went to use the ladies' washroom. I opened up the wooden stall door and it fell off the wall, landed on my face, split my forehead, and gave me a concussion. This was meant to be a joke. 3 days later, when I returned, the maintenance officer said, Sherry, I have no idea what happened, but it looks like somebody intentionally loosened the screws. I went to get my gun belt out of my gun locker, and I noticed it was open, and inside I had a blue gym bag. Inside the blue gym bag was a dead prairie chicken with blood dripping all over my personal things. This was meant to be a joke. So my fourth ineffective coping strategy was to try and ride that bullying wave. My fifth strategy was to change detachments. Yet, even after moving station to station, nothing significant changed.